Hey, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. So, for this week, I'm going to be reading books that I bought at Dollar Tree. So, I saw someone else do this, I think it was last summer, and ever since then, periodically when I'm in Dollar Tree, I look around the book aisle trying to see if there are any decent looking books to maybe do this video. And I'm not going to lie, most of the time I find nothing, or I find only weirdly religious books, but not like Bibles. I mean like religious Lifetime movies in book form or children's books. And that's pretty much all I see. But this weekend I was in Dollar Tree picking up stuff to finish up a friend's birthday present, like a basket to put it all in and some gift paper. And I saw books. I saw books that might be promising. So I decided to give it a shot. So this week my goal is to read at least 3 out of these 4 books that I picked up from Dollar Tree and give you guys reviews on them. So let's go through the books first, and then we're gonna jump right in and get some reading done because I gotta get moving. So the first book is The Truants by Kate Weinberg. I don't know this author at all, but I figured I'd give it a shot because the back of it reads, "People disappear when they most want to be seen. Jess Walker has come to a concrete campus under the flat gray skies of East Angelina, or Angeli, for one reason, to be taught by the mesmerizing and rebellious Dr. Lorna Clay, whose seminars soon transform Jess's thinking of love, life, and Agatha Christie. Swept up in Lorna's thrall, Jess falls in with a tightly knit group of rule breakers until the dynamic among the friends begins to darken. When a tragedy shatters their friendships and love affairs When a tragedy shatters their friendships and love affairs and reveals a terrible secret, Jess will discover the depths to which obsession can drive us and the true cost of an extraordinary life." I'm hoping, right? I mean, like, this feels very fall, it feels Halloween vibes, and I feel like this could be interesting. So this is the adult book that I picked up. Then I picked up 2 middle grades books because most of the books they have there are children's books, but I found these middle grades books, and one's a Nancy Drew's diary, so I guess this is like a newer version of the original Nancy Drew's, and then one is a Judy Blume book, which I did not expect to see at all. So here's the Nancy Drew one. Also, I realized upon buying this is book number 16 in the series, but I thought Nancy Drew's were standalones, so we're gonna hope that it's fine. Should be fine, right? "Dear Diary, I'm not one to believe in ghost stories, but there have been rumors saying that the house on Heliotrope Lane is haunted." I can't read today. We're off to a great start. "I thought that's all it was, rumors, until I went there myself. It all started when my classmate Willa asked for my help. Her friend had been acting weird ever since they visited the house, and Willa was worried her friend was possessed. Bess, George, and I went to check it out. I know that this sounds crazy, but I swear I saw something looking at me from the basement window. Is there really a ghost haunting the house of Heliotrope Lane?" Once again, mystery, but on a much lower scale. Halloween, fall. I feel like we could enjoy this. That's gonna be the one I read first, I think. Judy Blume. I strictly got this because of her name. Just because I grew up reading Judy Blume books. So here we go. This is Then Again, Maybe I Won't. Also, the Nancy Drew one is just The Haunting of Heliotrope Lane. So, Then Again, Maybe I Won't. "That's an interesting way to solve the problem, Tony. But Miss Tobin was talking about a math problem on the blackboard, and Tony was thinking about a real problem. If his parents, his friend Joel, or Joel's 16-year-old sister Lisa knew what Tony was thinking about most of the time, they'd be anything but cool with it. About snitching on Joel, who Tony knows is a shoplifter, about money and the changes money makes in people, especially his mother, and watching Lisa undress each night and liking what he sees. It's all getting to be too much for Tony, especially that morning in math class in front of Miss Tobin for everyone to see." I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a coming-of-age tale, and it is back to school season, so that also feels very fitting for me. But mainly I picked this up because it's Judy Blume, and I was just shocked to even see her there in Dollar Tree. Like, this was $1.25. Okay, then I wanted one more adult book, and I'm not going to lie, I had a hard time finding another adult book that looked decent, but I found this little book. Bushaidu, the soul of Japan. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But according to my boyfriend, who knows much more about Japanese culture than me, even though I've been twice, he's been twice too, and he studied it in school. This has to do with samurai code. So I'm really curious about it. Sorry, I'm just peeling a sticker off the back so I can read you the full description. Here we go. Throughout history, some books have changed the world. They have transformed the way we see ourselves and each other. They have inspired debate, dissent, war, and revolution. They have enlightened, outraged, provoked, and comforted. They have enriched lives and destroyed them. Now Penguin brings us the works of the great thinkers, pioneers, radicals, and visionaries whose ideas shook civilization and helped make us who we are. So I'm excited. And then there's another little blurb that says, showing how understanding the 7 ethical codes of the samurai is the key to understanding the essence of Japan, Bushido opened up the nation's culture to the world and remains a hugely influential guide to the way of the warrior. All right, I feel dumb. I didn't read that other blurb because of the sticker on the book when I bought it, but he was right. It has to do with samurai code, and I'm excited. And this was only $1.25. Guys, we might have some good books on deck right now. Let me know right now in the comments down below which one you think I'm going to like the most. So, The Truants, Nancy Drew Diaries, The Haunting of Heliotrope Lane. Then again, maybe I won't. Or Bushido. Let's get started. Alright, so let's do a quick check-in. This is going to take much longer than a week, but so far I've finished this first one, Nancy Drew Diaries, The Haunting of Heliotrope Lane. I gave it a 3-star. It wasn't bad. It was a lot younger than I expected it to be. Like on the back, it says it's for readers age 8 to 12, which I should have really thought more about that. But the content in it, I'm not gonna lie, gets kind of dark for a book that's made for upper elementary school. So I really thought this was gonna read more like middle grades. I do think some of my middle school students though would really like this book. So I'm giving it a 3 because it was a little too young for me, but that's my fault. But I'm not knocking Dollar Tree for having this. I think most people that would want to read this or would enjoy this would probably rate it a 4. Just a little dark. I don't want to give any spoilers, but just like a weird twist at the end that it doesn't sit well with me thinking about an 8-year-old potentially reading it. Anyway, I then moved on to The Truants, and I'm halfway through this one. I don't know what to say about it. Like, it started off pretty good, and I was thinking this could easily be a 4-star read. Then it got weird. Then it got more weird. Now we are truly right in the halfway point. We are right in the middle. And I don't know what to make of it. Part of me is almost thinking I might need to put this down for a second and try one of these books for a bit and come back to it. I don't really know. But another part of me is like, just plow through it. Don't DNF it. You're halfway through. The writing is beautiful. The author, Kate Weinberg, she's great. It's just a little too weird. If you've read this, please, please, please comment down below that you've read this so we can talk about it, because I need to talk to somebody about it. I don't know anyone who's read it. But yeah, that's where we are. Let's keep reading. Hi guys. So, I finally finished The Truants. It's been a couple days because honestly, I didn't know what to say about it. So when I started this book, I actually really liked it. Even at the end, I still think the writing is beautiful. The author does a wonderful job of telling the story. I think her writing just really comes together nicely, like the way she strings her words together. But, oh my god, when I got literally to the halfway point, like page 160 out of 308, the literal halfway point, I was like, nothing else can happen. We're done. The story's over. It's done. Why are we still going? And then we kept going. And I won't lie, the second half of the book, this entire second half of the book, dragged for me. In the end, I still like the story, but I would say the first half was closer to like a 4-star for me, and the second half was like maybe a 3-star. So I'm thinking I want to give this a 3.5, but honestly, I don't really know. I just feel so torn about it, which is why I waited a few days. Like, I literally stopped filming this and I just took a couple days to just think about it because I wasn't sure what to do with it. I'm thinking a 3.5, maybe a 3.25. If you've read this, please let me know your thoughts down below. Like, please, 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 because I would love to talk to somebody about this book because I have comments and I have questions. But on to the next one. So the final book I'm going to be doing for this is Then Again, Maybe I Won't, by Judy Blume. I did have a 4th book that I talked about. It's like the Samurai Code. I decided to not put it into this video only because I have been filming this for weeks now because The Truants took me so long to get through, and I put it down at a couple points, and then after I was done reading it, I needed a break. But that Samurai Code book, I want to save for something else because I do want to read that still. So I think that's going to be in a later video. But this book is like a middle grades book, I believe. I picked it up only because it's a Judy Blume book I've never heard of, and I grew up reading Judy Blume a lot. So I figured why not give it a go and see how it is, especially seeing it for the first time ever on the shelf at Dollar Tree. But my hope is to finish this in literally 2, maybe 3 days, and then start reading books that I've been dying to read since before I started this challenge, that will actually be in another video too. So the next books, I didn't actually pick out the next round of books, so put down below your guess as to what the theme of that video might be. But knowing I didn't pick any of them out. I did pick all these ones out from the Dollar Tree, but the next round, not so much. So, without further ado, I'm gonna get to reading. See you later. Hi guys. So it has been honestly a couple weeks since I finished the last book. I was editing this video and realized I completely forgot to film the closing clip. So here it is right now, my closing thoughts on the challenge. Just to recap, I read 3 books for this bargain book challenge, books from the Dollar Tree. We had The Truants, Nancy Drew, The Haunting of Heliotrope Lane, and then Judy Blume, Then Again, Maybe I Won't. Overall, I'm really glad I did this, and I would definitely do it again because of this book specifically. I rated this one a 3.5, and it was my highest rated reading of the video. This one was a 3, but honestly, that's on me. It was just a little too young for me, and then it got kind of like weirdly dark for a young book. But I think a lot of middle grades would love this. This was a 2, maybe a 2.5. I think I gave it a 2.5. I might have been being generous because it's Judy Blume and I loved Judy Blume growing up, but this ain't it for me. I don't even want to talk about this one, honestly. Maybe boys like it, like 11-year-old boys, maybe, but I don't know. Regardless, I'm really glad I did this. It showed me that you can find some good books for only $1.25. So sad, Dollar Tree's up to $1.25, but still, only $1.25. And I definitely want to try it again. I also want to try it with books I find at bookstores and bargain shelves, because sometimes at used bookstores you can find books for $1 too. So I think I might do this video again, but just with like books I bought in the clearance bin or books I bought for $2 or less, and see what we can come up with, because I feel like we could find some really cool stuff. If you typically shop at the Dollar Tree, go check out their book section and tell me what you find there. It's normally my place to go for birthday present supplies and school supplies, but I think I'm going to start checking the book aisle more frequently now, and I am going to try the book aisle at a bigger Dollar Tree one day too, because I'm sure there are other Dollar Trees with more options. Mine is pretty small. But that's all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.